Remember the first ranking I ever did? Oh, the good old days. It was about bad TV endings. Specifically, what were the worst TV endings of all time? Well, it dawned on me recently that some TV shows end pretty well. So today I'm going to go through those TV shows and what are the best TV endings. Remember, all good things must come to an end, and if you're not ready, you could get spoiled. Yes, there will be spoilers. You have been warned. But here are the best TV endings from worst to best, ranked. The Shield. Bad cops, bad cops. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when the law comes for you? The cops in The Shield, almost all of whom were morally and ethically corrupt, were also flawed and somewhat likable human beings. Sadly for them, they kept backstabbing one another, and eventually only the strong could survive. The Shield was a satisfying ending because everyone got a fitting end. Some happy, some sad, some in a hail of gunfire. Actually, I don't think anyone actually went out in a hail of gunfire, but some did die. That's cool. Cheers, where everybody knows your name right up to the end. Cheers was a welcoming, warming show with characters that felt like real life friends and buddies. So, by the time the show came to an end, it was tough to say goodbye to them, because nobody wants to lose their friends. They brought back Diane, a pivotal character, wrapped up a relationship with Sam, and made it clear that the bar and those characters would live on forever, albeit in our minds. I just hope you have an imagination, otherwise, well, who knows what happened to all of your best mates. Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Sometimes it can take some time for a TV show to get the ending it deserves. Sometimes a show can end only to be brought back from the dead several years later to be given the ending it deserved, even if the now returning show was now also a prequel to another show. Star Wars: The Clone Wars did just that. The final season is full of great episodes. They don't all deserve to be in the final season, but they're great nonetheless. Then, it's the final story arc that turned out to be one of the greatest Star Wars stories ever told. So much emotion, so much action. It tied into Star Wars canon from every era, and the incredible animation, voice acting, lighting, and so on. The Clone Wars finally got what it deserved. Battlestar Galactica. After 4 seasons, it was about time that the human race found new Earth, because that last one was a bit of a dump. Filming this in 2021 after everything that's happened in the past 4 or so years makes me think this is something many of us should consider doing now. The final episode of Battlestar Galactica garnered a mixed response. Some hated it, others, like myself, liked it quite a bit. The problem for some was that it doubled down on the religious, mystical, and dare I say it, fantastical elements, with some long-awaited answers being summed up as, God did it. Yeah, it's not entirely satisfying, but it's full of action and emotion, and almost every character gets a fitting final moment. I mean, the man knows a bit about farming. That one gets me every single time.
Over there between those 2 peaks, I saw some terrain that looked good for cultivation.
Cultivation?
Yes. You know, I know about farming.
Hey. I know.
You can only go so bad, eventually it catches up with you. Breaking Bad's ending is suitably grim and thrilling, a perfect ending for this show. There's just enough room for interpretation too, meaning you could think the main character lived or died. Either is a choice, it's up to you. Although they did make a movie that continued from this and confirmed that, well, sorry, he died. I said there would be spoilers. When a TV show starts with a character going to prison, you assume it'll end when they leave prison. Well no, that actually happened the season before the final season of Orange is the New Black. The final episode of Orange is the New Black is all about moving on and taking the next big step in life. People and characters have choices to make. Some of them aren't easy either. Who should Piper be with? Of course it's Alex. It had to be. Will Nikki step up? Yes, she did. What's for dinner tomorrow because I'm still stuck in prison? Who knows? Characters from across the 7-season run return, some in big ways, others in smaller, more fan service ways, allowing us some closure for everyone because after all, not everyone could leave prison at the same time. That would be a bit weird. We all love a refreshing drink every now and then. And this show would have us believe it's because of Don Draper, the main character. Yeah, the final episode of Mad Men twisted history a bit, but it brought satisfying closure to the ad men and women and the family of Don Draper. It's one of those endings that leaves room for interpretation, but also wraps up certain stories and character arcs. Even when we don't know exactly what's next, there's plenty to keep us wondering. Now, I really do fancy a Coca-Cola for some reason. Oh well.
I'd like to buy the world a home and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees and honey bees and snow white turtle doves. I'd like to teach the world to sing with me. Perfect harmony, perfect harmony. I'd like to buy the world a Coke and keep it company. It's the real thing. I'd like to teach the world to sing to perfect harmony, perfectly. And I'd like to buy the world a Coke and keep it company. It's the real thing. What the world wants today. It's the real.
What's dead is dead, but you can still give it a good send-off, and that's exactly what happened with 6 Feet Under. The main selling point of this ending is the final 10 minutes or so, which features a montage showing all the characters progressing with their lives, getting old, and one by one, passing away. It was very emotional, and it fit in perfectly with the tone and themes of the show. It was finally time for the main characters to be the ones getting put to rest. And here's something. Overall, I thought the show was just okay. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. I therefore think it's saying something when I consider the final episode so important, so pivotal, so emotional. 6 Feet Under's final episode really is one of the best ever. And those are the best TV endings ranked. You probably disagree with me, you probably think I've missed some out. Let me know in the comments down below, but be nice, because no one wants an arsehole. So, If you've liked this video, subscribe to my channel, and why not go over to my video game channel, Games with Grant, to see content like this, just more on the video game side of things, and to see all my streams and other content and so on and so forth. And why not go on to Twitter and Instagram and follow me there at @the_Grant Burton to get all of my thoughts and opinions up to date as I get them. Until next time though, this is how I'm gonna end things. Thanks for watching. Yeah, it's not the best ending, but so what.